Remind everyone what you do.
I haven't the slightest idea. No, I work at Doe Anderson, which is an agency in Louisville, Kentucky, and I blog at socialmediaexplorer.com.
Great. Now, so I know we were chatting a little bit about communication strategies and social media. Can you give us a little bit more of what you were talking about?
Sure. I'm actually working on a blog post which will be on socialmediaexplorer.com in a week or so. I'm still kind of formulating the ideas, but for public relations professionals specifically, coming up with a communication strategy for social media is a little different than coming up with a communication strategy for your traditional media relations outreach. And sort of where I'm diverging in my brain there and trying to formulate the how-tos and the tips and tricks on how to come up with that social media strategy is we traditionally come up with talking points and messages that we want to get out in every communication that we're doing. And that's in the old traditional one-way line of communication with media to reach the public. Well, now in social media, the traditional media is no longer a part of the equation. You're going directly to the consumer, and they don't want one-way lines of communication. So talking points aren't going to work. We have to come up with a different formula to reach them. And I'm working on some ideas on how to come up with that formula and what you should attack when you're trying to come up with your communication strategy that will enable you to better hit those talking points without going at an audience with them. And so getting your message across to the social community in a very conversational manner.
So does that differ for B2C versus B2B?
I don't think so. I don't think so because, I think you can probably, B2B is probably a middle of the road between those two extremes, between the old-fashioned way, talking points, things of that nature, and the social media way, the B2C way, which is much more conversational. But I think the social media space demands that you're conversational, whether you're in B2B or B2C. So I think that it's a middle of the road, but at the same time, I think you still have to have the ability to be nimble in your conversation.
All right. Thanks a lot, Jason.
All right.
Have a great evening.
You too.